very sick right now.
Oh, well, that's good news. At least it's not fucking the plague.
Yeah, it's odd that they can't figure out what's going on, but it sort of came and then she left and then it came back. So it's just, I mean, nobody can figure out, but yeah.
And it's
anyway.
It's what, she's got those symptoms that made her think it's COVID?
Yeah, she is a PA, so is pretty tuned into all of that. And also is hyper uber careful because both of her girls are immunocompromised, as well as my dad. So she's been very, very careful. They just moved to Virginia from North Carolina, and right after being there for 24 hours, she had been woken up with a really bad headache, and then took something and went to bed and was better the next day, enough to move. And then I think it's probably the last, chunk of time is coming barreling down on her. But she's much more sick than just being exhausted. So yeah, but it's not COVID, at least today. So that's
it's not COVID. Jesus.
Yeah.
Where did she move to in Virginia, Mary?
We had a conversation about this like way back when, and I can't remember. It's near Lexington, little tiny, like almost no town.
Wow.
It was the I can't remember.
What would take them to such a small town?
They they sold their house in New York and bought a house in wherever this is.
Wherever it is. Did they buy a farm?
Wherever this is.
Acreage?
Not really, but it's kind of a long story, but they truly upsized. They bought it from two 90-plus-year-olds who had built it 30, 40 years ago. And the older couple are building another place. So they moved to this place with 4 houses. And
that sounds like my fantasy.
In
everybody gets their own house.
In some ways it is. She's closer to her girls, which is good. But yeah.
What a time to have to move. Wow.
Yeah. But there they are. So, yeah. But they are currently in North Carolina at their regular house, and my brother-in-law is quarantining her in their room, and he's basically, shoving things under the door and not having any contact. So.
Who is this that we're talking about?
My sister.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Does anybody know if Kate and Craig tootled off with their new RV?
I swear both their car and the trailer are in the driveway.
Okay. So they
check.
Yeah. No, she said that she was gonna kind of like decide to make a decision that it was okay to go, that it wasn't like the scariest thing in the world. So, but it may not have happened this weekend. So
maybe they're spending it in the driveway.
That is altogether possible. I would.
What I've heard about that camper, it's nice enough that you might just want to do that.
I do know she was waiting for an extra plumpy topping
pillow
to the bed. Yeah, because it was just the padding that was on the cushions, and it was sort of like, she's like, as she said, Mrs. Redmond does not sleep without comfort. So
yes. Yes.
So as she should.
Right.
Well, I've been thinking of her all weekend being out in nature, so I hope that if they're not camping, that they're doing something outside. How's the weather there?
It's kind of wet here.
Raining here,
No.
so that's you know, I mean, even if they slept in the, or were in the camper, it would, I don't know.
I love the sound of rain. I'm so happy that it's raining right now.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a wonderful feeling.
Mhm. Yes, it
But I
is.
have to say that, oh, sorry. I saw Freya walk in to the house. You dropped her off when I was over there the other day. And Kate had just said something about, have you seen Freya lately? And this very tall, statuesque, little black dress, blonde hair, movie star walked in, and I thought, that looks like their car. Tastes like, smells like, but wow. She's
Yeah,
12?
12.
No,
12,
no.
12
Jeez.
going on 17.
Oh, yeah, up that
12.
up.
She's 5'7", and she's bringing some form of goth back.
Mm.
I like it. Freya's goth.
Some form of goth.
Can we like have some Norwegian death metal to go along with that?
It's never really gone the way. It just changes its name.
Rosalie's
Yeah.
got some form of goth living in her house right now too.
Me,
I
I
think Rosaline is wearing some sort of goth. See, that's Freya's idea right there, like black and a little bit of lace.
Oh, that's my pajamas, though. Yeah.
That's my idea of goth.
Pajama goth. Why not?
Goth pajamas. Yeah, that's really goth in me. Yeah. Yeah, my girl's a little goth, all right.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the Oxfam Superstore today, and we took out 10 big refuse bags of clothing for the charity shops for like Goodwill,
You
Salvation
mean you
Army.
went to donate it, or that's what you came home with?
We went to donate it.
Oh,
We went
okay.
to donate it.
Uh-huh.
Thank God. Yeah, we removed 10 bags of clothing. So the fact that we only came back with one was, I suppose, good. But
Hey, that's pretty good arbitrage right there. That's very good
yeah.
secondhand store arbitrage.
Wow.
Yeah, that's in my future. Freya and her girlfriend Olivia are here, and we're about to hit some of those secondhand stores.
Yeah.
In pursuit of the perfect Halloween.
Ah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
What is she gonna portray, or who?
I have no idea.
Sometimes you need to see what's available and get inspired, right?
Yeah.
It's some sort of mashup of Victorian vampire meets Japanese anime.
Oh,
Wow, that's
Steampunk
cool.
anime. That's awesome.
I really don't know how to describe Freya's style, but that's
That is super cool.
Yeah. Well, like
Yeah.
I said, steampunk anime. Bring it on.
anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, cool.
Halloween
Like,
has come.
cool like her mom.
Yes. I'm wondering what's going to happen this year.
Astrid, what about boys? Are there boys in her world right now?
Oh, be quiet.
I'm just curious.
She's 12.
That's I had my first crush when I was 12. It went absolutely nowhere because I smelled like horse poop and leather. But I mean, you know,
That's good. That's good that it went
What's not
nowhere.
attractive
You know?
about that to a boy?
well, I thought that I smelled fabulous, but
That's fabulous.
My sister got married in first grade. What took you so long?
Well, all the socializing is virtual, right? So, as far as we know, there is no acute interest.
As far as you know, it's virtual.
You're not helping, Chris. Not helping.
No.
But does she have Snapchat?
Oh yeah,
Snapping? Yeah. So that's how
TikTok?
kids flirt now is snapping, yeah.
exactly. No, she's got all the platforms.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Laurel, can I just see that little ring that you're wearing? I just caught a
Yes.
picture of it.
Yeah. It's
Closer?
I got it
Cool.
from
Cool.
it's very
Oh.
cool, and it's actually made out of like some kind of tree resin.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys have seen, Kate has one that's big and orange. that I
Yes.
gave her. And yeah, this is from the same vendor.
Beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. We've been working on college applications all afternoon
Oh,
because
gosh.
I told Z he had to get all his applications in before he went off. So
Before he went off to his
updating his
Great.
essay and trying to figure, it's harder when you're not in school because you're not connected to all these online systems that help you
yeah.
with your documents and stuff. So since he's no longer a high school student, it's a little bit more challenging. So
Oh, so he's applying for next fall?
yeah, he has to apply for next fall. Yeah.
Where does he want to go?
Well, he's got 9 colleges on there. Lewis and Clark is a late entrant on his
Nice.
list. That's the only one not in the Midwest, or yeah, mostly Midwest. So a range. I mean, basically he's applying to 9 means he doesn't really have any idea. So, just kind of do scattershot, see what he gets into, and then make a decision in May.
That's a good idea.
Choices.
Yeah. So a couple of small liberal arts schools, a couple of big, public universities, Northwestern's his stretch school. But if he does a good essay, you never know. Yeah. So, and then University of West Virginia is his safe school. That's where he secretly wants to go most.
Mhm.
That's sweet. Why does he call it his safe school?
Oh, because we're for sure he'll definitely get in.
Okay.
Yeah, with like
nothing
his
else
grades and SAT, it doesn't require any essay or recommendations. And yeah, we went and visited it and liked it. He's done a lot of service trips in West Virginia and is kind of just fascinated by all things West Virginia. Appalachia, West Virginia.
Where's the university?
It's called Morgantown, and its
Yep.
closest would be Pittsburgh, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pitt
I
is
mean,
also
West-
on his list. We'll see.
Yeah.
What is?
Yeah. Pitt,
Oh,
University of Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I guess
West Virginia is an amazingly beautiful state. I mean, it's so beautiful. It's a shame that it's so poor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess they use their resources in a different way. They got to come up with something else. No more coal.
No more coal.
Don't cut down all your trees.
Yep.
I thought Trump was bringing coal back.
Well, we're not going there.
Saying.
So how about those? I don't know.
This is loving kindness meditation. We'll have
Yeah,
no
this is loving
unkind or
kindness.
unloving words today.
loving kindness for coal country.
That's right. Okay, well, shall we get to our meditation? I've got one by Rosaline.
Yay.
Oh.